Hi all, welcome to Whatssmokingbbq. Today I'm gonna make a pork belly. It's gonna be with skin on. I'm gonna go all maple. What I will use is sweet bones and butts from Meat Co. Lab with maple barbecue rub and seasoning. Also gonna use pure maple wood chunks. And I'm gonna make a glazing of bourbon maples. Okay, let's season it. You can do that half an hour up front or an hour, a few hours. Maybe it's even better to put it overnight. Let's get this put aside. Get some kitchen paper and let it dry a little. Okay, let's put a coating on it. Okay, the pork belly is seasoned, all sides. I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna light up the barbecue. I just added my pork belly. Skin side up. That way the fat will render down. As you can see, my pork belly is smoking. Later in the cook I will divide the piece of meat in two pieces. I'm gonna make two different cooks with it. One cook is gonna be the traditional bacon with a little bit of variation. That's gonna be all maple style, so with the maple barbecue seasoning, the maple wood, but I'm also gonna use a maple glazing. In this case I will make a maple glazing with bourbon. The other part, what I will do is I will let that cook way longer. I probably will either foil it or put butcher paper or something. That's going to be cooking till a way higher temperature so I can pull it. So it's going to be like pulled pork, but then differently. So you're going to have a combination of pulled pork and bacon, which is going to be absolutely lovely, what I've heard. So I never tried it, but I will see what it will do. So that's it. One thing I did not mention is the temperatures. I'm probably will cut it when the meat is going to be around 65 to 70 degrees Celsius. Then it will hit a stall. The one part I will let continue without wrapping. That's going to be the bacon part. The part that I will wrap is going to be the pulled belly part. I'm going to cook the temperatures until the temperature reaches an internal of like 80-85 for the bacon, and for the pulled belly I'm going to cook it till it's like 95, but anyways not really much on the temperature, more on probe tender. It should be very tender, so I'm going to stick in a thermometer probe. Okay, the pork belly has been in for like an hour. Let's see what we got. Well, that's starting to color nicely. I'll go add some water to the dripping pan, using boiling water so it can steam and make the moisture in the environment better, more humidity. I'm going to spritz it a little bit. For that I'm using apple cider vinegar and bourbon. My pork belly is cooking. In the meantime I'm going to eat a typical snack from Brabant, the south of the Netherlands. There's going to be a sausage roll. We call that Whatssmokingbbq. I'm going to have a nice beer with it. It's a triple beer from bourbon. Cheers. I'm going to now make the maple glazing. I will use the same barbecue rub as I put it on the meat. It's going to be 2 tablespoons. Two tablespoons of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of apple vinegar. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Throw this in as well. 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm gonna open the bourbon. I'm also needing 4 tablespoons of bourbon. Mix it all together, and then I'm going to put it on the barbecue and put it to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. Heat up my barbecue. I'm going to put it on the side burner. Just like that, bring it to a boil like I said, and then let it simmer for about 20 minutes. My glazing syrup is ready. I'm going to pour it in a bottle. And I will allow that to cool down a little. My pork belly is almost done temperature wise. What I'll do now is I will take out my probe and I will cut it in half. Well, yeah. That's how it looks like, my pork. What I'll do now is I'm gonna put some maple glazing onto the pork. Let me get a brush. I'll put the glazing a little bit on it. Put the sides. The other half I'm going to get out. And I'm going to wrap it in butcher paper. Let me get my gloves on. What I'll do is add a little bit of glazing for the sweetness. Just going to coat it all around it. And then I'll put a little bit more of the rub. just to enhance the rubber flavor. And what I will do is add a little bit of butter. Put this to the side. What you want to do is wrap this really tight. I'll put that back in and put in my thermometer probe. And I'm gonna let that get up to temp, about 98 degrees Celsius, 202, 204 Fahrenheit. And what I will do is check later on if it's probe tender. And the other piece I will keep on glazing it every 15 to 25 minutes approx, depending how it looks like and how it goes. Alright, the bacon is ready. I'm just gonna probe it one more time, and it's very, very tender. It's about 94 degrees. Very strange that the unwrapped and the wrapped are approximately the same temperature. But I will. I'm gonna take out my fork, and I will cover up with a little bit of aluminium foil. It can rest, and I'm going to cut into it later on. Like that, and I will add a kitchen towel over it. This is our happy kitchen, happy man cave. And I'll put that to the side. Sorry guys. We'll show later on how it is. Alright, it's ready. Try to cut into it. Let's see, it's got a little smoke ring on it, and let's see how it tastes. Very soft. You really taste the smoke a bit, and then together with the sweetness of the maple and on the background of bourbon, like, it's a very, very good combination like this. I'm surprised with it, and it's excellent. The other part is still in the butcher paper. Still needs to go for a little bit more, and then I will take it off, let it settle a bit for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I'll pull it apart and see how that is. My alarm of my temperature gauge just went. It's 98 degrees Celsius, almost to boiling temperature. I'll let that rest a bit and then show you guys how it looks like. Okay, let's glove up and check out the fork, and I'm gonna pull it. It smells wonderful. Very, very juicy. Let's get it out of the way. And see if it wants to pull. I will for sure take off the skin. You don't need that. It's going to be too chewy. And it's going to fall apart just like that. It's very, very tender. Nice bark. A little bit of a smoke ring in it. Look how easy it tears apart. Let's see how it tastes. Very, very good indeed. But I must admit, pulled pork tastes different. And pulled pork got my preference though. Let's put some extra barbecue rub on it. Add some sweetness. Mix that up. Way better. Way, way better. And that's it. This is how it looks like up close.